It's the Guitar Dads.
Welcome to the Guitar Dads Podcast, a podcast for guitar people by guitar dads. This week, Reverb reconsiders, Dave commits fraud, and Gretsch gets more in sync with its bass. The Falcon flies lower this week on the Guitar Dads Podcast. And now, the dudes whose flies are usually low, Matt and Dave.
Hello, everybody. I'm Matt.
And I'm Dave. What's up, everybody? Another episode, another week.
Another week. Gotta watch those flies.
Yeah, it's your fun. You know what? You know a great prank. You ever go up to somebody like you got to know well because you don't want to like really insult them, and you go, "Sorry, flies up." Give them a second, and then they'll understand.
That's so stupid.
Because they go down there and they check. Like, wait.
Like,
Oh,
yeah,
it's up.
of
Oh,
course
it's up. Of course, it's up. Yeah,
Of course it's up.
exactly.
It's supposed to be up,
Yeah.
dude. Oh,
But it's a good
man.
prank.
Well, here we are, another week into September, getting into the full swing. Kids back at school.
Yeah,
Fall
kids back at
sports in
school.
full swing.
Too
Man.
busy. The guitar dads. The guitar dads are in full swing. I mean, it's like it's everything. Things are firing on all cylinders right now, and it's just kind of crazy. So
They really are. Everything's happening all at once. But that's how it goes.
that's how it goes.
That's dad life,
But thank you guys for joining us. We, you get all the housekeeping out first, housekeeping out of the way. Thank you guys so much for checking us out. We hope you enjoy another episode of the Guitar Dads. If you're new, thanks for finding us. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, add us to your queue, all the stuff that you need to do to find us on a weekly basis and be updated. You know where to find us at Guitar Dads Podcast on Instagram and Threads and X and over on YouTube. And of course, come have some fun on the Facebook group at
Yes.
Guitar Dads Podcast over there. And and if you want to support the show in a different way, you can go over to patreon.com/Guitar Dads Podcast for a nominal fee every single month. You will get an extra episode and an extra bonus code to Coppersound Pedals. Our favorite Coppersound Pedals, of course, is the sponsor of this podcast and one of our favorite pedal companies. And we get some exciting news from Coppersound tonight.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that, which we will talk about.
We are going to talk about it. And so there. All right. Housekeeping done. Everything's clean.
Very nice.
All right.
Good housekeeping.
Oh, was it? Oh, good. I'm glad.
I'm
glad you enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was nice. Nice housekeeping.
All right.
All right. What do we want to get into? Want to get into the Dataverse or what? Ooh, we're into it.
All right. It was kind of a dull news week, I think, this week. No, not dull, but not a lot that, we really wanted to talk about.
Yeah, there wasn't a ton of stuff, but it's okay.
No, but I did read that that Reverb relaunched in the UK with reduced seller fees. So here's the breakdown. They are getting rid of the 3.19% processing fee. They're adding discounted labels with 3 different carriers.
Oh.
And so that's cool. I mean, that doesn't sound like a lot, but
so what do they mean by relaunches in the UK? Oh, because they've been operating in the UK for quite some time now. So
they have,
relaunching.
Yeah.
So they must not be getting a lot of traction in the UK. Apparently, I don't know. We need our UK listeners need to tell
chime
us what's
in.
going on and chime in. So
I mean, it doesn't seem like a lot, but if you're a big seller on Reverb, then this 3.19%, that processing fee adds up, and the labels and all that stuff to ship stuff.
Right.
So I think it's a nice change. It's a welcomed change.
Yeah.
You think this is ever going to happen in the US?
No, I think they're doing really well in the US. And
yes, of course they are. This is never happening in the US.
Yeah, I really don't think they're going to do that in the US. I think they probably struggle in the UK. I think if I'm not mistaken, I think eBay is still incredibly popular for used gear. And
I think you're right.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. And I think, they have to compete with that. And I don't use eBay at all, so I have no idea what their fee structure is, but obviously it's probably not as competitive uh, Reverb was not competitive as they increased their fees. So that's probably what's going on. If I had to
Yeah.
guess, either that or, we can speculate even more and just say like the used market in the UK, is probably not great either. I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
And they're trying to entice more people to put stuff up. Maybe it's not competition at all. It's competition. Um, it's just trying to get more people to list stuff, right? Could not have anything to do
Well,
with the competition.
I mean, we complain all the time. It is, you don't like to have to pay the fees. It is a bit of a hassle, especially if you don't sell very often on
Yeah,
Reverb.
right,
You just sometimes it hits you like, oh yeah, I forgot those fees, and then everything
right.
else. Um, but we complain incessantly about Facebook Marketplace in the
Oh, it's
bastion
terrible.
of like, oh, it's terrible.
And I'm sure they have that in the UK as well, right?
They
They
do,
must. Yeah,
yeah,
they must.
they
They
must.
must. Yeah, yeah.
But it's so bad here. It's so bad. It's like I can't tell you how many people. I'm trying to sell a golf bag right now, and
Oh
it's like
God,
how many times people are
because
like,
you
"Yeah, I'm
gave up golf.
interested."
Is that what's going on?
No, 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 because I got my new bag. Yeah, I know because I don't have time anymore. It's soccer season. Sorry, sorry,
Oh,
overseas listeners. Football season. Well, it's also football
football
season here
season. It
too.
is
Yeah,
football. It's American football season too.
American football season. Um, but you get these, hey, I'm interested, want to meet up tomorrow, here's the price. And then it's like, yeah, I found another bag.
Yeah, seriously, man.
Great. It's just, it's like if you can't meet up with somebody immediately upon texting them, returning their text, then you have
It's
no shot
gone.
at selling anything.
Right,
It's gone.
right.
Yeah.
Or you could have the experience that I've had over the last 3 days, which is I was looking for another putter. Dave, we'll talk about this later, and I saw like
Oh,
the perfect one that I was looking for, that I was looking at like to buy even new, a couple of years older of a model, and it was like the exact same one, and I was like, okay, for like not even like less than half the price, and I messaged a guy that was like, I don't know, 3 days ago, just radio silence.
radio
And
silence.
it's
I
still
hate that
listed.
too.
It's still listed. It's
I
like
know.
what are we doing? Like what are we doing here,
I've got
guys?
I've gotten there with guitar stuff where it's like what I forget what I bought a couple years ago, and I didn't obviously get this listing. I got a different one, but it was the same thing. Like, dude, you obviously
Like
are actively
I'm
trying to
telling
sell
you, I
this
want to
thing.
buy it.
Yeah, I in fact, I'm not even going to haggle with you. I'll give you the price.
Yeah,
Just
it's
respond to me.
and I
And
do. I look
it's
around.
mind numbing.
I look around here. There are some things I want to move on, and even like I want to sell one of my bikes. I don't think I
Say
necessarily going to ride
move
my
on.
fat bike anymore. So I'm like, maybe I should move the fat bike ahead of the winter season.
No, because you lost all that weight.
Yeah, exactly. So now I don't need the fat bike anymore. If you're not fat anymore, you don't need a fat bike. No, I just don't. I just don't think I'm gonna ride the fat bike. Anyway, I'm like, oh, and that's
Yeah,
definitely
turn it into
something.
a guitar.
That's definitely something you have to sell locally, right? You're not going to ship a bike, right? So
No.
it's like, oh, now I got to move this on Facebook. Like, oh,
Okay, so listen, we're gonna turn this into a guitar thing because you have a lot of stuff you're looking to sell. You got your fat bike, you got your kayak, and you have a couple other things that you were talking about selling. Do you think you're gonna end up kind of flipping that into another guitar or
it
some
could.
kind of
Yeah, I
gear?
think it could be. I think the acoustic is still on the agenda eventually. Like
Okay,
the
that's where I
Gibson,
was going with
the
this.
Gibson acoustic, the J45. That's still on in my sights. Whether or not it's going to actually happen, I don't know. But yeah, if I were to, that's when it would happen. If I were to move some of that like other sports equipment I have lying around here.
Isn't that kind
Um,
of funny? I mean, you like not that we, a lot of people have stuff around the house they just don't use anymore, but I wonder how many of us really focus on, okay, I'm interested in this piece of gear. What can I find
what
around the
can I find
house that I
around?
really
Well,
don't,
no,
like,
yeah. I mean, I
you
look
know?
at this stuff every day, and I'm like, am I gonna like? I'm not probably not gonna ride. I didn't ride it at all last year at all because when it snows, we go up and we ski. So it's like, I'm not really gonna get out there and ride the fat bike around.
Yeah.
So
Turn it into a
why
nice
not?
gear purchase.
Yeah, why not?
Anyway,
So anyway, so that's something. What is there is other news though, Dave, that we didn't.
there
That's not on
is.
the notes
Yes. Yes.
about Aerosmith. So
Yes.
and about Young Blood, and you posted something about the Young Blood at the VMAs. Did we talk about that last week?
We talked about this last week.
But we talked about Young Blood on the VMAs last week. But then there was something from the dude from the Darkness.
Yes,
Who
we talked about this in the group, maybe. Yes,
we
no, I
talked about it in
posted
the
in the
group.
Facebook group.
We
That's what
talked
we
about it on
did.
the Facebook group, but we didn't
Yes.
talk about it on the podcast. But there was like a
No.
follow up to that. Who was it that it's like the guitarist from the Darkness?
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Hawkins.
know it's not
Dan.
in the notes,
Is
so we're
Dan,
coming up with this on the fly.
all right.
Yeah. Google it up. But essentially, he
I'll
was.
Google it up.
We'll give him the name. We'll figure out who actually said it. But he basically said like, I hated it. I don't think I think young blood is terrible, and his
Yeah, Dan
performance. He had some.
Hawkins. Dan. It was Dan
It
Hawkins.
was Dan Hawkins. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he was like, I thought the performance was terrible, just bashing this performance up and down.
But it's like, hey, Dan, we're talking about it, so it's relevant. Like rock
Yeah, I
is
mean, it was the
relevant, like
VMAs, and we
in
talked
the
about this last week.
VMAs. We
It was
talked
the
about the VMAs. Yeah.
VMAs, and there was a big tribute to Ozzy during the VMAs, which, let's be honest, has always been a pop oriented thing, right? So it's pretty cool that Ozzy got, a little bit of recognition there on the VMA. I think that's
Yeah,
fantastic.
of course.
So anyway, but Young Blood. So the real news is Young Blood, and is it actually Aerosmith, Dave, or this
Steven
just
Tyler.
came out today?
Steven Tyler.
It's
Yeah,
just with
Steven
Steven
Tyler.
Tyler. Okay.
Yeah.
So Young
As far
Blood
as
and
I
Steven
know, I
Tyler
haven't. You
have
literally sent this to me right before we started recording because I didn't see this.
yeah,
but
it just happened today. It's like hot off the press. They've just
it
Young
says
Blood,
Hold on. It says
says
Aerosmith and Youngblood.
it
Yeah.
says Aerosmith and Young
Release
Blood
new single.
release a new single, and there's a clip of it on Instagram, and it sounds really cool. This Young Blood guy, man, he's keeping rock alive. So I don't know. I
On the
don't like his other
mainstream.
music. The comment I made about his music, because I did check it out, I think it's rubbish.
It's rubbish.
I think he should forget about all the other stuff that he does and do the
I
stuff
he,
he's doing now. Do tracks with Aerosmith, do Ozzy covers, release a whole. He should right now release a whole album of Ozzy covers and Sabbath covers. He should do that like tomorrow.
Oh,
He should do that, and then he should write original stuff that's more along those lines, like he's
more
doing
along
here
those
with
lines.
Aerosmith. That's
Well,
what he
maybe
should shift his career completely into that. This other crap
maybe he
was
is
doing
seeing
was
a
terrible,
shift.
in my opinion.
Maybe this is maybe this has been the catalyst for a big shift for him because he's, this is kind of big news, and we'll see where it goes. But I mean, I agree. Like, I think it's not. I mean, we're not really fans of his original music, but
Yeah,
we are
yeah, yeah.
fans of his talent and
Oh, we
his.
definitely are.
He's
I am.
unbelievable.
I mean, my eyes were
So
open to. I never heard of the guy until the Back to the Beginning, and then I asked my daughter about him, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I don't like him. He's weird." And I listened to a couple of his songs, and I was like, "Yeah." I mean, it is rockish for sure. You can tell the guy's more of a rock artist, but he's not, not in the traditional sense that we like to think about him.
no,
He's not like a Dirty Honey, right?
no,
Uh, but
it's not even like
I
a
would
clean
say
honey.
the stuff that he's doing with Aerosmith absolutely is in that style of music, and I think it's great. I love it. I think it's fantastic.
I'll have to check it out. I haven't checked out the
Yeah,
single, but I'm excited after we stop recording. I'm definitely gonna
it
check
sounds
it out.
like it's going to be completely awesome. So anyway, that's cool. So there, the young generation coming
Cool.
in,
Yeah.
torches being passed. So
Yeah, so don't tell
I
me
think it
rock
should be
isn't relevant anymore. It's just different.
right.
We said it before. It's just different. It's just
different. It's different.
it's
This
it's
is
not being force fed to you on the radio like it used to be. It's not You're not going to record stores and what's the
right.
top 25 singles that are out there, and it's mostly, a little bit of pop mixed in and mostly rock, and that, like back in those days.
Right.
It's different. So anyway, all
even
right,
even though I say keep rock alive at the end of every episode, like rock,
well, you have to.
it's always been alive, right? Like
It's always been alive.
it's not like it's under threat here, right? Although that's why we say
Yep.
it, because sometimes there is this, mentality out there that it is maybe dying, and it's not, and that's just this ridiculous sentiment. So anyway,
Yeah. Well, no, you got to keep saying it because it's the catchphrase, and you
well,
can't
now it's
change
too
it
late.
now.
Yeah, now it's
It's
too late.
way
You
too
gotta
late.
continue to say it. Yeah. So anyway, all right, what are we doing now?
Moving on. All right, let's see if we can stir up the the Chat GPT machine here,
I don't think
and
I don't think we did that last week.
we did this last week. It wasn't very good, but
Oh yeah, maybe
this
it
is
was
our
terrible.
fake news segment powered by Chat GPT. As I always, every single week, I type it in live and see what it gives me. Give me fake music No, not mucus. Music. Don't give me fake mucus. Give me real mucus. I would like some real. In fact, from the
Ugh,
sound of you over there, it sounds like you've got some real mucus going
that's
on.
gross. No.
I mean, you're like blowing your nose, you're
Yeah, it's because
sniffling. The hell's going on over
I
there?
got all dusted up over here apparently.
Yeah, because tell the listeners what you did before we hit record.
So I pulled down the DG335, which I haven't pulled down in
Finally.
probably a couple of months, and it was all dusty. So, and I kind of dusted it off, and it stirred up dust. So I was sneezing. Uh,
Matt, if you don't think that ChatGPT knows us very well,
yeah, what
did
did
you
it say?
hear this? I mean, this is amazing news. I think you're going to
Let's
be
hear it.
so super excited about this. Slash has announced he is swapping the top hat for a golf visor, revealing
Oh,
his up. He's revealing his upcoming. He's revealing his upcoming album, Power Chords on the Fairway, recorded
oh.
entirely on golf courses. There you go.
Now this is
Big
something I
news.
can get behind with
I
Slash,
mean,
but
does
the
Slash golf actually? Do we know
no,
this?
I don't think Slash is into golf at all. I know he's a big
You think he?
BMX guy.
A lot of musicians are like
Yeah.
Alice Cooper is a
Well, we
well-known
know Alice Cooper
golfer.
has been a golfer for a long, long
For
time.
years.
But I'm sure there's other music.
Devin Allman is a golfer.
We talked about this with Scott Holiday, where I thought it would be incredible if we had like a rock and roll golf
Holiday is a golfer.
YouTube channel where you just go and golf with rock stars, and we just yuck it up with them and just have a great time,
Pretty amazing,
right? Like that would just be an awesome YouTube channel. I mean, there's so many golf YouTube channels now where they golf with like other athletes and other famous people and blah
Yeah,
blah
yeah.
blah. Why not bring in the rock stars?
Bring in.
You know why? Because you'd probably run out of rock stars that play golf really quickly.
Very quickly. Yeah, but you just do like repeats,
Yeah. It's like Alice Cooper like every day. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. It's just, in fact, he could just be the main host, like
He should just do this thing. Right?
he should do the whole thing.
even though it was our
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah. Well, we can license the whole,
That's
our
funny.
whole thing to
Slash
him.
on the golf course. Now, I can't imagine. You know why? Because he just keeps slashing at the ball.
Yeah. Wow. Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
that
Okay.
was so bad. So bad.
Anyway,
All right, let's
jeez.
move on. This is getting really out of control.
I mean, if it was Alice Cooper, he'd be maybe he finally fixed his swing and he's no more Mr. Slice guy. Oh, anyway.
Welcome to the Guitar Dad's Golf Podcast. This is just off the rails completely. Anyway, but that's funny. Like ChatGPT just came up with it because they know
that was
know
good.
the golf theme on this podcast now.
Absolutely.
Over the last year. Yeah, I've gone past a year now, Dave. A year in.
I'm impressed. You have played. What's more mind numbing to me than it's been a year is the fact that you went from like 0 to 60 as you do with all your hobbies.
Yeah,
and right. You probably played more golf in the last year than I've played in the last 5. In fact, you have.
And I 100% have, I'm sure.
That's pretty crazy.
Anyway,
so
again, let's move.
All right, off the golf topic. What else we got? Ooh. You know what that sound means? We are pulling into the gas station.
Speaking of gas station, another news thing. Another news thing I want to bring up. I just saw it in my inbox. Speaking of a 1-year anniversary, High Voltage Guitars, the one Zach
from Mythos,
Mythos owns and
Zach
opened
Broyles.
up. It's been a year, and in October it'll be a year. They're having a big party. If you're on their email list, you got this email. They're having a big party in Nashville at their store. October 11th. Go check it out. I wish I could go down there and hang out with the boys. That'd be awesome. If you're in that area, you should definitely go do it. Congrats to the guys for a year. It can't be easy this day and age to have a very high-end guitar store. So kudos to Zach and his team. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Really cool. Great. Very, very happy for Zach.
I think on one of the recent Patreons, we went on the High Voltage site and just kind of talked about all the guitars and stuff. And
yeah. He's got they got a ton of good
about
shit.
like Castadosa, Novo, and all those awesome guitars. So definitely check them out. But anyway, I thought that was cool. 1 year, like 1 year ago.
Yeah,
good for them.
I mean, time is just flying by these days, isn't it?
Really is. Anyway, but what else is in the gas station? Speaking of gas,
okay. So I've been kind of eyeing. I mean, if you, we have not talked about these pedals on this show, but
Oh
I
yeah.
definitely have been familiar with the Fuzz Imp stuff. If you guys
Oh
aren't
yeah.
familiar with Justice and Fuzz Imp, go find Fuzz Imp on the socials and follow. I mean, so I we've talked recently. Like I've just been kind of out of the whole like I don't need any more gear.
You
I just
haven't.
want to
You've been
play what
out of
I
the gas
have.
station. You've been just cruising on
Been
the open road.
yeah, I've
It's
been
like you
like
went to an EV.
I went to a total like EV in the guitar world. But for something, I just had like a hankering for a pedal, and I've been wanting to kind of check these things out. And I don't even remember how it all started because it was Friday night, already kind of like into the drinks a little
Yeah, I was gonna
bit,
say you got a couple of drinks in you.
grilling dinner, and all of a sudden, next thing you know, I'm texting with Justice, and I'm like, you know what, I kind of need one of these pedals, and all of a sudden, next thing you know, artist pricing comes my way, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna grab a pedal, and I ended up landing the Sender 5, which at its core is, I believe, just is a not just it is a muff, but it's
Yeah.
like it's incredible. It's got two separate boosts. There's an EQ boost on the left side. Anything that I guess it was an original like two knob version. Were there other senders? I don't know. I'm not that familiar with. Um, but listening to demos of this thing, it
Did you watch
really
Ryan's
like
demo? I see.
I
I see that
I
Ryan's got a demo.
watched a little bit of
60
Ryan's
cycle.
demo. Yep.
Yeah.
It really just, I mean, this is one of my, I the Big Muff is my favorite, like fuzz tone. So, this is definitely up my alley.
Well, when you
So
brought this up, like I had not really heard of. I know he's been in 60s cycle group for a while. I didn't realize that this is like he's got a pedal company and the whole thing. Like that's pretty awesome. I just haven't really
yeah,
been
yeah.
super active on there, I guess, lately. And it's just like what's amazing about the pedal industry and the pedal kind of, you know, I guess the industry and the world of pedals is like there's always room for more awesome pedals. It just is.
Seriously, I mean, this thing is really cool though. I mean, it's got like, so there's a toggle on there. You can switch from like a vintage to like
Right.
a hot stage.
It
A
is
gate
cool.
knob on the thing. I mean, it's a
Yeah, yeah.
really
I
super
see the
crazy
gate
pedal.
knob. You can do
And
a lot
let
to
me
do with
just
it.
say, the aesthetic. I love like the,
He's
what do they call it? Like the cop the
It's like a hammered copper
hammered copper. Yeah.
look on
Oh, I
it. He
love it.
really, and he also does a black one. Looks like he has a black and purple one too. Um, oh man, they look
Hey,
really
look,
good.
and they
But the
sound
hammered
great.
copper just looks really incredible. So, yeah,
Yeah. So it's a
shout
good,
out to them. Pretty
yeah.
good. Good job, Justice. Yeah, Dave, I'm interested to see what you think about once you get your hands on it.
Yeah, it is on the way. So I'll probably let you guys know next week what it's like. Philip was telling me that it's incredible. So I think I'm gonna love it. And
Yeah,
I
he's
kind of
tried some. That's
was,
right. Yeah.
I kind of did leave a spot on a board open for a fuzz. I had gotten that zombie from Beatronics, and it's a
Oh
great
yeah.
pedal, but I just wanted like a fuzz tone, and I just
Right.
wanted to kick it on and have a fuzz tone. I want to fool around with all that stuff. So I left that spot open, and I've been kind of hankering for a good fuzz at some point, and just kind of landed on this.
Yeah, he's got some cool stuff. He's got some straight up distortion pedal. He has the Amity,
Yep.
which is a dual overdrive, which looks really cool. Um, he's got a bunch of fuzz if you're into that. Oh, I didn't realize it. So he's the one that does the Shroot, which is the pedal that has Dwight from The Office on it.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, because I've definitely seen this around. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah,
That's
man.
funny, man.
So you got to get in the game. Let's go.
This is a
I mean,
crazy. It's
how many
basically,
pedals can you have?
I know. It's really
One
funny.
more than you have.
One more than you have, exactly.
That's how
Well,
it works.
that's great, man. Okay, well, that's a good
Anyway,
gas station. All right, what
it's a good
else we
gas
got?
station.
But speaking
All
of
right.
good pedals,
Speaking of good pedals, did you know that this episode of the Guitar Dads podcast is sponsored by Coppersound Pedals?
I did
A
know.
Yeah, well, I mean, Coppersound. We talk about them every single week. They are right here in Massachusetts with us. We love Alex. We appreciate Alex supporting the show and everything he does. Um, we've talked about the Foxcatcher. You and I both own them. We love them. Um, there's a V2 and it's coming out. And now I think did I talk about this on a Patreon episode recently? And I'm a little irritated because I'm
Yes.
just like the suspense is freaking killing me. I need to know more.
Yeah.
And
So
Alex is just being very he's holding things very close to the vest.
he really is. So what do you think of the, what's going to be the improvement on the V2?
I
Like
don't know.
what's
That's
he
that's
doing?
driving me insane.
So let's just give
Um
everybody an overview of what the Foxcatcher
okay,
original
so the
is.
Foxcatcher is like it's like a blues breaker on steroids is really what it is.
Right.
It's got an independent clean boost. The blues breaker circuit on the thing sounds incredible. It's got so you've got your tone knob on there, but you also have like a nature knob, which also affects the you know the it's kind of like a how would you describe the nature knob?
Oh God. Well, I'm looking at the copy here, and what he calls it is you use it in conjunction with the tone and drive to sculpt a glacier tube driven effect. So I don't know. To me, it's like a make gooderer knob. like it just sounds.
It kind of is.
It makes
Yeah.
it sound really good, and you can dial in how much of that kind of different tonal shape you want. It's just a cool other kind of EQ, I guess that he's
I
putting on it. So that's a unique thing about it. And like Dave said, there's a boost on it, and the boost can either be before or after. There's a toggle
yep,
switch before or
you can
after
shift the order. Yep.
the gain. So you put it before, it adds a little more gain. If you really want to gain this thing up, because it is more of a light overdrive, it's not really super heavy gainy. Um, but if you really want to get the gain out of it, crank up the put the boost. I've done this. Put the boost ahead of it, and then crank everything up.
Yeah.
And you'll get some nice kind of more driven sounds, which I just love into an already dirty amp. I just think it sounds incredible. So, like, what do we think he's going to do? Do we think that they're going to? I don't know. I can't even think of
I
anything.
think I can. And as you were
Okay, go
talking
ahead. Hit
about
me with it.
that's kind of my thought is a little bit. I think there's going to be a second gain stage on it.
That would be cool.
I
Yeah,
really do.
like I think
Because
it'd
I
be cool
can't
if
think
there
of how
was.
else you make this thing better. That would be the only
Yeah,
way.
if there was another toggle switch and you toggled it and it gave you a different, a total different
Different flavor. Yeah.
game flavor structure, would be a cool thing, right? That would
Yep.
be awesome. Um, I mean, I don't know really what else would be awesome because I just think this is such an awesome pedal. Obviously, having other gain options is awesome. Um, it could be that. It could, or the other thing is, it could just be like a different flavor of boost, like a toggle that just gives the boost a little juice and like gain
Yeah.
juice instead of the
That wouldn't be
overall
as
circuit.
exciting though, right? I feel like
Yeah,
there's
but
going to
that
be
would be
something more
cool.
exciting than that.
But
It would
that
be
would be
cool.
cool. That would be cool. I don't
It
know.
would
I
be
like I
cool.
like that kind of stuff. Obviously, I want some different colorways. I actually have a custom colorway that he made in the purple sparkle.
I
He's
have the red spark
they've
or
done
some
some
kind of a
different.
red sparkle here.
Yep, they
The
do
only
some.
thing sparkle that I like.
Right, right. They do some different colorways already, but yeah, I mean the V2. I don't know. I don't know what else they. I mean, how do you improve upon a pedal like this? I mean, this is
I don't know, but there is going to be a. I just want to make sure I'm reading it correctly here. There is going to be a pre-order going on very soon. It's going to be hitting live. I don't have a date for the pre-order, but you can definitely, if you sign up on the website, put your email in there. You'll be the first to know when you can put your order in.
I
So
mean, is this thing germanium? Like, can they put germanium in this?
oh, I know, right? So yeah. I think Alex does a great job with anything. So they got the Mystique fuzz. I got the Kingpin. I mean, man, yeah. I don't know. I don't know what he's going to do with this thing. But if you want 10% off your order at Coppersound, make sure you hit the code DADS10 at checkout. And thank you again to Alex and the gang at Coppersound
Thank
for
you, Alex.
your support of the show.
Thank you, Copper Sound.
Um, all right, what else are we getting into tonight as we kind of round up the
There
gear?
was some other gear that was really cool that we should talk about, like the Gretches, or do you want to talk about PRS?
Yeah, no, let's hit the Gretsch. Let's let the Synchromatics.
The Gretsch Synchromatics. What is this? Now, before we get into this, Dave, like Gretsch is not something that you and I are into.
Oh, it's something that I'm into, but in terms
Is
of
it?
like affordability, I've never liked their like entry level kind of guitars. I feel like they feel
Yeah.
cheap, you know,
Right.
and I've never really, they feel kind of, especially like it's got like that, some of them just have that like plasticky feel to it, you know?
Yeah,
Um,
I agree.
but I don't know. So, but these look really cool. And these are especially, you know, this is kind of geared towards more of that, you know, affordable range, because they're coming in at like, so they're adding the Nashville and the Falcon to this Synchromatic range. I was trying to do a little bit of research on this thing. Did the Synchromatic, was this like a line that came out back in like the 50s, and then it was
I have no idea.
reissued and like in the 90s, and now it's being reissued again, but they're adding the Falcon and the Nashville designs to it,
Maybe you're
as
right,
I'm
but
understanding it.
it's basically like a higher quality, like, I guess like non-USA made Gretsch is what it sounds like to me.
Yeah. I think
And
they're made in China.
yeah, they've done like they've done like they've added semi arc bracing on it, which is kind of closer to what they do with the USA ones. So you got that. You're getting, you're getting like just better. It looks like just better quality
Getting better pickups.
pickups. Right, right, right.
You know,
Um,
like you're getting the
Maple neck.
Filtertrons.
Yeah, maple neck. You're getting the filtertrons. Like I just think they just look overall higher quality than, like you said, Dave, the kind of lower end ones that you get for like 700, $800, or even lower, I think.
Yeah, they
Um,
are lower.
so
I mean, what do you think of these things? You are not, you Gretsch has never been on your radar, but it's been on mine. You wouldn't want like a
they
nice
look
Falcon.
cool. They do
They,
look cool. I do like, and I've picked them up and played them, and they're fun. To me, they're just like too much. Like they're just too like big, like an acoustic. You know what I mean? And that's just not my thing for electric guitars. So it's not. You know what I mean? Like I totally get it, but like the smaller body Gretsch things, I love. I actually love the look of the Falcons. I just think they're incredible, but really not kind of for me and my style and what I do. But I mean, I would love to
they
own
just,
one, of course. Yeah.
it's like a classic looking guitar though,
They
right? So
really do. They look like in like an antique car or something. They just look like
they
so.
really do. Yeah,
They're
they look so
so
cool.
beautiful looking. They're like works of art. But
I
I
don't
really
know.
like these. These look these look fantastic, right? They got the Bigsby's on them. Is it Bigs? No, it isn't necessarily Bigsby's that
It's
are
not a
on these.
Bigsby. It's a, is it their own
No,
thing? What is
it
this?
is.
Does it, does it say? Let's see.
It almost is like a
No,
vibrola type of thing, but it's their own.
it's their own
Um,
thing.
yeah.
See if we can get some info on this. No, it doesn't say, at least in this article. Yeah, but I think the, like the, uh, this is like the Falcon's always been like a cool looking guitar to me, and this is kind of like an interesting way for me to, you know, have that in the cave over here. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not looking for one of these things at the moment, but you know, this could pique my interest down the road.
Oh yeah, totally. I mean, look, like I'm a big Brian Setzer fan. He makes these things sound incredible, right? But so like
Yeah, yeah.
that's what it is, right? Like that's what it is. I mean, they're just, I mean, obviously they're not just for like that kind of style, like the rockabilly style. There's obviously all kinds of bands that have used them and they're just iconic. So
I just
um
don't have a fully hollow body guitar.
yeah,
I've
the
played
fully hollow bodies
casinos and
is
stuff.
really cool.
Do you think that's going to be like a feedback issue in a room like this?
No, 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 no. It only happens at extreme high volume, like on stages
Yeah,
and stuff where you might
which
have
is not
these
me.
problems. Yeah, yeah. It has a real, like you would have that real problem on a very like loud stage, with like with monitors and stuff on it, just things blaring.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
in your room there, you're not gonna have a feedback problem with it fully, unless you're just blaring the
You
thing.
don't know how
But
loud I play
generally, you're not
sometimes.
gonna have that.
You know,
Generally, you're not gonna have
I
that
will tell
problem.
you, I do put those the earphone, the headphone, or the ear protection things that I use at concerts now. Sometimes I do occasionally like to crank an amp, and I'll
Really,
put
instead
those
of
in
just
just so I
turning
can.
it
Oh
down,
yeah.
that's like how you attenuate it. Do you still
Well, no,
have your
because if I want to,
attenuator or no?
I do. Yeah, it's not.
You don't like it.
I just. It's okay. It's okay. I have one of the Webers. It's okay. I probably should have gotten like, should have gone like more of a what are those Tone King ones? Like the Iron Mans or whatever they are.
The Iron Man, yeah.
One of those, yeah. It's okay. It doesn't do a great job, but sometimes you just want to hear it loud, and you have, come on, you don't crank your Marshall
I do sometimes.
sometimes
Yeah, of course I do. Yeah, of course
just
I
for the
do. It's
hell of it.
fun.
Yeah.
Just for the hell of it, because you want that. Because even though like the Marshall is mainly like the Jubilee is mainly a preamp distortion type of a dirty amp, it still is fun to turn it up and get that little bit of tube saturation, like the power amp saturation,
Oh,
right? The
totally.
power tube
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
saturation, because it does get to that. That's why, like with the JCM 800, like the JCM 800 sounds crappy unless you turn, in my opinion, unless it's up around halfway at least, right? You can't, like, even if you put it at like 3 or 4, it's still loud, but it's not really where it needs to be. And if you notice, like Slash, all the famous guys that use JCMs, it's like at 7 or 8 on the dial when they're using it. So and that's why they don't really sound good at low volume. Now, if you want to get a
No.
Friedman, yeah, Friedman does an amazing job at that with the preamp gain and making it sound incredible at reasonable volumes. So
Yeah.
anyway, that
And
was a
real
tangent I
quickly, we
just went
kind of
on, but
that was a nice. Well, that's hey, we love tangents on this
that's a
show.
tangent I had to go on.
So as we kind of round out on time here, let's get into these new. So PRS resurrected the Mira.
Yeah,
Um,
this is
in an
interesting.
S2 and an S2 in the S2 line now. So they're
What's up with that?
releasing these things. The S2 Mira 594. So you got a new scale length. It's now with a so when do these kind of like okay, let me just quickly check my dates. When did they oh discontinued 2023. I thought it was earlier than that, but anyway,
No,
so now they're back.
2013. 2013.
I'm sorry, 2013.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But the SE line, the SE range was discontinued in 2023. Yeah. So these things, so being these kind of getting relaunched, a little rework.
Yeah, the S2 Mira 594.
They look cool. I mean, I like the set, they come in like a satin. You can get a couple of satin finishes here, or you get like
Right.
the let me look up the colors here just so I can make sure I'm getting the names right because you guys always like. So available in colorways matcha green, Mavis metallic. I love the names of colors when guitar companies like
Matcha
because it's
green.
just
Are you into the
uh,
matcha? I've tried it.
I
It's
do
not
like the
very it's
matcha.
not
It's
very good.
okay.
Really?
It's
Yeah,
pretty
I
good.
don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not into it.
Um,
Just give me
the
my
dark cherry
espresso every
sunburst
morning.
look very cool. The red apple metallic looks very cool. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. These look very cool. These look like very cool guitars to me. But I don't know. What do you think? I mean, you're not
I've
you
never
have
been a
your
fan of
you
these
have your core
guitars.
model, so
I've
you're
never
not a
liked them. Yeah, I never liked them.
you won't because you're like a prissy little like core boy over
I
there.
like my core. Yeah, I pick up the core like a lot, like almost every day that I'm down here. I pick it up. I just love it so much. Um, so here's my problem with the S2s. No doubt they're going to be high quality guitars. These are USA made, right? They are. These are USA made, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And what I don't like about them is they're just like a cheapened version of a USA guitar. But some people like these have
Yeah,
like a big kind of
I don't
cult
mind that.
following. I would say. I mean, I sound incredibly snobby now, but that's
You
just me.
you sound
The
incredibly
thing the
snobby.
thing that I don't like about them, to tell you the truth, is I don't love the kind of the way that they have like the carved top. It's like a carved top that is unfinished to me. Like they started to carve it and they just stopped before it was
I
done.
can see that.
That's what it
Yeah, I
looks
can
like
see
to
where
me.
I
And
can
it
see the
just, to
hang up
me,
you
that
have
just
on this.
looks, it just doesn't look right to me. How they just like a, and you guys know what I'm talking about. Like it's flat on, it's not a arched top. It's flat
You're
top.
right. It's a
And then
flat
it's like
top, but it's
beveled around the edges of it is basically what it is. But it's like a
yeah,
big
you're right.
kind
It
of
looks like it
bevel.
looks like they
Yeah.
started to do something and then they decided
And
let's
they just
stop here.
yeah, yeah, like I'm done with this, um so that's what I don't love about it, because I really do think that the PRS core Like the way that he does his arch tops is just beautiful. I just think the carve on him is just incredible. To me, that's one of the key features of a PRS. So when you take that away, I'm like,
Yeah.
that just doesn't do it for me anymore. But I'm sure they play and sound incredible. You know, you get a nice
I mean, you got
USA
the
made
dude. You
PRS
got
for
the
more affordable prices, which I think is
yeah.
fantastic.
They got the
So
5815 LT pickups in
right,
here, so
yeah,
you
you
get
get
those.
those.
You know.
Yeah. I mean, if you want the PRS kind of playability and feel, and even the sound at a lower price, I mean,
You're
these
still
are
talking like
a
two
no
grand, nearly
brainer.
$2,000 though for these, right?
Yeah, but the
So
cores are 4, so this is like half
they're
the
four. Oh,
price.
yeah, it's half the price. No, no, no. I'm
So
not. I'm not necessarily saying that's too much. I'm just
is it
saying,
2? I would
you
think
know,
they'd be
it's
more than 2 grand. Are they really 2 grand? What are they, like 2,400? Does it
coming
say?
in like 18
Oh
18.99.
wow!
I don't know if that's for the
And
satin
these
finish. Let me
really
just.
are USA made for
Yep.
that kind of money from PRS. Oh shit! I just dropped my mouse. That is unbelievable. Like, let me just say, that's unbelievable. That's under 2 grand.
Now it's not if you want not, if you're gonna get like the vintage cherry for sunburst, for example, is coming in at 21.29 from
Okay,
Sweetwater.
all right, but still,
Um, but
I
if you're gonna go satin finish, you coming in at 18.9 18.99.
18.9. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm looking at a picture of this, and I might actually take back what I said about the carve. I think they did a little bit better job on the carve on
Yeah, they look
these.
nice.
Yeah, I looked at it, I took a closer look at it. Still I think what I said still stands, but I think the way they did it is better. I think they improved upon the carve, to be honest with you.
I gotta tell you,
So,
I'm not like that olive drab kind of color fan at
yeah, but it
all on
looks
any
kind of cool.
guitar, but these look freaking cool. I don't know
It looks kind of
what it
cool,
is about
man.
it.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
You know, that kind of catches my eye. I don't know. These are super cool. I don't know. There's a lot of cool
And
guitars.
these don't have like the normal PRS like tremolo bridge.
No,
It has just like
no.
the fixed bridge, like a
Yeah,
594. Yeah, it's a
like a
594 PRS.
594. Yeah, it's
It has
594.
the it
Yeah,
has the fixed bridge. But I
yeah.
mean, are you kidding me? 1899 for a brand new USA made PRS. Psh, that's so. I mean, you might say I'm nuts, like thinking that's a good deal. I think it's a very good deal.
I think
If
it's a
you're into
great deal.
PRS, if you really want a PRS and the sound and the feel, I think this is a really good. I really think it's worth looking into. Um,
I no, I do too. I do too.
yeah,
So I think we've talked about with Gibson prices creeping up, and we've talked about the Fender. We've knocked Fender recently with
right.
the Ultra Deluxe vintages and those and that price point.
But yep,
This is coming. This is a killer guitar at an affordable price if you want to kind of put affordable in quotes. But
right,
what you're
right.
getting with this, the value is here in my
So
mind.
this is, a real, if you're someone that's not really super into Gibson, right? This is a
Right.
real competitor to the studios that are all around that 1800 1900
Yes.
range,
Yeah, that's a good
right?
point.
The Les
Great
Paul
point.
studio. I'm talking about the Les Paul studios.
Les Paul. Yeah, yeah.
If you want like a double humbucker guitar, you're not really super psyched about a Les Paul, but you want like a high quality American made dual humbucker stop tail bridge.
I mean,
I think these are going to be hard to beat out there in the market. So,
yeah. No, I agree.
and are the necks
Um.
bound or am I losing it? Are the necks actually bound? No.
Uh I don't think so. Let me
Oh, I
just get
love a
another
bound.
pick
They
here.
look like they're bound neck.
They
Is
are
that?
bound.
Oh man, that's you see, and they
They
did that
are
with this,
bound.
and they did that with the studio. If I'm not mistaken, they did that with the Les Paul studios as well, because that was always the thing I hated about the Les Paul studios was I don't love an unbound Les Paul neck. I actually hate
Yeah.
it.
Well,
So
you like my special the minute you picked up my special because it's bound now.
exactly that's why I like your special. I've never really liked them when they're unbound.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
and that's a beautiful, yeah. I don't know, something about a bound neck to me that I just love it. So, but it doesn't have to be that way on a Fender, but I feel like on everything else, kind of has to be that way. So, anyway,
Yeah,
that's
these
how I
look
feel.
bound. No, wait a minute. Hold on. These bound?
Is it?
Pull up pull up
Yeah,
a
it is.
picture there.
I'm
Yeah,
look.
it's bound.
Well,
Yeah, it's
it's
bound. It's
bound in
bound.
the PRS way. It doesn't have the nibs like Gibson,
It
but it
doesn't have the
has.
nibs like Gibson. Yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah,
it
yeah.
has
Yep.
that. look and a kind of a feel to it that I like.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
it definitely is what I expect it to be, and that's awesome, and that's
Yeah.
great.
Getting a great guitar at that price range. I think I'm okay with this price range. I really am. I know we've been knocking a lot of other guitars lately with the price
Right.
points. I think these come in right where they belong. And the
Yeah,
quality
this
that
is
you're
what you're
getting
gonna
is there.
pay. Yeah, this is just what you're gonna pay for
So
these things, and that's just
good job, PRS. Good job, Paul.
I think it's
I'm gonna
cool.
clap that. I'm gonna golf clap that one.
Yeah, golf clap
There
that.
we
I
go.
mean, I think
Yeah.
that's I think PRS is I think they're they're doing something right here, and
There's our rating system, by the way, for guitars now. How many golf claps would you give
oh
it?
geez,
I give it 5 golf claps.
that's annoying, but okay.
Anyway, you know what else is annoying? That this episode of the Guitar Dads podcast is coming to an end.
Oh,
Well, it could
oh,
actually may be very exciting for you if you've been sticking with us the whole show.
yeah.
But thank you so much for checking us out. Again, go to at Guitar Dads Podcast on Instagram and Threads and X and YouTube. Find us. Come join the Facebook group. Have some fun there. We're going to take this thing over to Patreon. And if you want the extra episode every single week, of course you do. Or you just want to support the dads, uh, hit up
Support the dads.
patreon.com/guitar dads podcast. We would definitely appreciate your support. You patrons keep the show running. So thank you. Did I miss anything, Matt?
No, I think that's it. Go to
All right.
Patreon. We're gonna head there now. Thank you so much.
All right. I think for now, that was this week's Guitar Dads podcast.
That's it. Keep rock alive. Catch you on the flip.